Hey Doobs, how we doing today? Welcome to the Doob Radical Gaming channel. And today on Final Thoughts, we are talking about Demon Souls on the PS5, a launch title, a very highly anticipated launch title, not only for a new generation of gaming, but just an anticipated game in general. I was very excited for this game. Finally, the much long-awaited rehash of the game that started it all, the original Brutal Challenge, as Sony is declaring it. Blue Point Games helmed this from the beautiful creation that From Software pretty much started the whole shebang on PS3 over 10 years ago now. And this is the only real From Software game I did not complete start to finish. So I was very excited to jump right into this, not only on a beautiful new console, but just to really witness this, as I have played every From Software game and beaten it start to finish, and was really excited to witness this game finally. But here we are. How does it hold up, not only by itself, but on the new console? And I'm just gonna say check mark for both of those. From what I've experienced going into this new generation, really, with the PlayStation 5, most people should just be waiting half a year before really purchasing this console, not only at a legitimately reasonable non-scalper price, but to get all the bugs out and for games to come out. So it's really nice to see that Sony took the long, hard road of making sure that there was exciting, fresh games to really play right off the bat going into this console generation, and that's really hard to do. So there was some stuff to play. We had Spider-Man, Miles Morales, a very great game. But this was really the crown jewel that I was waiting for, and Blue Point has absolutely shown that there's still a lot of life in this game, in this franchise, in this community. The gameplay is very much similar to what you would see in any From Software game, and a true JRPG with challenging, brutal bosses, enemies. The checkpoints are really hard. It's a huge turnoff for a lot of people because of the challenge. But once you find your groove, there's people you can summon to help you out in this game. It's just not one of those games that really holds your hand. And I think gamers have grown to accept that fact and to just take on the challenge and try and give it a whirl. And there's plenty of opportunities where you can rent games and check them out or borrow them from a friend. And thankfully, in this generation, if you do have a disc console and PS5, or if you have a PS5 at all, I know it is very challenging right now, but you will have that option when these consoles are more easily accessible, to just share this experience, because I do really have to recommend the high detailed and just the atmosphere of this game. You can really customize your character. Of course, there's character creation here. If you played a From Software game, there's nothing really new in terms of how you're going to be playing the game. It is pretty much a direct rehash, 1-to-1 ratio from the Demon Souls on PS3, which they were really trying to do, and I praise Blue Point for keeping this a very similar experience. Hence a couple changes, and of course the extremely high level of detail. But all the bosses are intact, all the characters. It's just all here in a beautifully well maintained, pristine package from Software's original vision on the PS3 back in 2009. We've been waiting for this. We got it, and Blue Point really delivered. So I'm curious to see how we move forward with this franchise. I just got to say, I recommend this game if you're up for a little bit of challenge with the high detail and really using your PS5 if you have one now. To just get this game and test it. I know it's kind of difficult with the $10 price jump in games. This is a $70 title now. And we're going into these generations with even more expenses because of all these advances. But if you have the extra cash, spend it. If you want to wait for a sale, do that too. Either way, try to play this game. I'm sure this will be on the PS Store or a PlayStation Plus free game at some point. But I got to just hand out the exquisite 9 out of 10 on this game. The only reason I don't give this game a 10 out of 10 is because this really isn't for everyone. And of course, not every game is for everyone, but this game can really just be experienced at your own pace if you're willing to give it the ride, because it is an exceptional experience going to this generation, minus the few Demon Soulsy, Dark Soulsy bugs that you'll occasionally get, but it is polished, and that is what we were looking for in this generation, with a clean frame rate, clean gameplay, not very many bugs, very little crashes. It is just a very well polished, maintained vehicle, and I highly recommend you go and check this out if you have the resources, opportunity. But that's going to do it, folks. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe to the Doobs Radical Gaming channel if you haven't already, and come out, talk some games with me, and of course, we'll be right back.